reciprocal tariffs, which economists say threaten far more countries than his other trade.
The big money is coming in on April 2nd, from April 2nd.
The next round of President Trump's tariffs will be reciprocal tariffs, which economists say threaten far more countries than his other trade policies.
Whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth.
But economists overwhelmingly agree that the move will hurt U.S. consumers with rising prices. Tariffs in general raise the price of everyday goods because companies pass the higher importing cost onto consumers. But reciprocal tariffs will amplify this effect because the policy will raise tariffs across so many more industries.
Tariffs tend to reduce entry by foreign companies. They don't find they're not going to have enough of a market to make it worth the investment to enter that market.
This would reduce the variety and reliability of products available to American consumers. But Trump sees reciprocal tariffs as a way to even the playing field.
Countless other nations charge us tremendously higher tariffs than we charge them. It's very unfair. We have been ripped off for decades by nearly every country on earth, and we will not let that happen any longer.
The idea of fairness never involved a comparison of tariff line by tariff line, because there were just so many more issues on the table in thinking about what is a fair deal.
The U.S. is one of 166 members in the World Trade Organization. And
all right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise unto my power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, Shalom to all you sincere are the true believers, right? As you can see, this is going into just again America's failed economic policies, and this is all scriptural. This is all biblical prophecy, right? Because this is all what Esau trying to restore America back to its former glory, which the Heavenly Father already told us in Malachi, the book of Malachi, that they would try to do. They would try to build back, right? And it's so funny how ultimately this is what Esau is trying to do in these particular times, right? But the Heavenly Father, hey, just as he said Esau would try to build back, the Heavenly Father is going to tear it down, right? Ultimately, right? And you see how Trump is going into the fact that oh yeah, it's not fair, this and that. But you have to understand something. It's not going to be fair on the geopolitical stage when you trade in with other countries that have more playing cards than you, right? Everything is like really imported into America for like when you look at the different things that are essential to America's like livelihood, like medicine and semiconductor chips and different things like that. All of these things are what are imported from other countries. So at the end of the day, they hold leverage over America. You see what I'm saying? So right there, that was a failed policy. Whoever decided to outsource that particular manufacturing job to another country, when you know it was a vital point or an essential part to your company to your country's infrastructure. You see what I'm saying? That just don't make sense, right? That's like giving somebody else the keys to the castle. You see what I'm saying? Keys to hurt you, right? It don't make sense. But this is all the doing of the Heavenly Father, because we understand that the kings before, what's his name, Donald Trump, were all in what? The hands of the Heavenly Father. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Heavenly Father as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Right. So it says the king's heart is like a stream of water. This in the NLT. Directed by the Heavenly Father. He guides it wherever he pleases. So I mean, these people who's doing these failed policies, coming up with these different failed policies, this is all the doing of the Heavenly Father with the intent of what? To give us the kingdom, right? With the intent to what? To bring America down, right? Because we understand what the will of the Heavenly Father is, and these people don't. Luke 12:32, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom, right? And when it's his pleasure to give us the kingdom, what is he going to do? He's going to take it from Esau, Edom. And how is he going to take it from Esau, Edom? He's going to have him squander, what it is that he has right now, right? Plain and simple. And that's why we see everything happening right now, right? All of these different plagues coming upon America, right? Really what you see right now with these tariffs and all of these different things happening, all at simultaneously, all at the same time, is the beginning of all of these different plagues being about to be sent upon America, Babylon, right? The main plague being those hypersonic missiles, those ICBM missiles, right? Those missiles that are going to be shot upon America, Babylon. It's going to be, destroy this place off the map, right? But leading up to that, there's going to be other plagues as well, right? But let's read this 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 4. It says plagues are sent. It says plagues, right? Plural, are sent unto you. And what it's like, it says, and what is he that may drive them away? Now we understand, right? Going into this, some of these plagues are talking about what? The missiles, but you could also use this for also one of the plagues in the Bible that you see is what? It's famine, right? Disease, right? These things are a plague, right? So it says, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may one quench a fire in stubble when it had begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Right. So that's the point, man. Meaning that point right there, just that logic point right there. Right. That scriptural point. When the Heavenly Father sends these particular plagues, famine, death, destruction, right? All of these particular things. Right. Who is he? Who is Esau Edom? And speaking of Trump, right? Who is he in his failed administration that he's going to turn away the plagues of the Heavenly Father? No, these things that he's trying to put in place are going to fail. Right. Rest assured. Right? How do we know that? Because the scriptures say so. We understand what the true intent of the Heavenly Father is at the end of all of this. Right? And we understand that Trump is not in control. Jeremiah 10 and 23. The Heavenly Father, it's like Jeremiah 10 and 23. It's like it skipped my mind right now. I know it, but it skipped my mind. I don't know how that happened. Then we know that the way of man is not in himself, it's not a man in the book. Let me get it. Let me just get it. Jeremiah chapter 10 and 23. It says, oh, out of one, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not a man that walketh to direct of his own steps. So showing you that what? Is not Donald Trump a man? He is. So he's not even directing his own steps. It's the Heavenly Father doing it. And if it's the Heavenly Father directing his steps, what is the Heavenly Father's intent for the whole earth? To give us the kingdom. It's rightfully ours anyway. Because why? Because our Father, Yahweh, gave it to us. He made it for our sakes, right? So Esau Edom not going to rule this thing forever. All right, let's get back that. All right, boom. So let's get this real quick. Sirach chapter 40 and verse 9. These are some of the plagues, right? It says death. Sirach 49. Death, bloodshed, strife, sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. So showing you that what, man? These things are a plague, man. Right? These things are a plague upon the living. And this is coming to the earth in a mighty way, especially America, man. Right? The second Exodus, where the places, the second Exodus is going to be. Right? Hey, it's showing you that these things are all not just happening for no reason. These things are going to lead up to something. And see, so many people are watching these things on the news, watching them things on their phone, on Twitter, on YouTube, and thinking that these things are just happening just to happen. These things are happening with an intent. And the intent is to what? Is to bring America down and to raise us back up, right? To our former estate, right? And to put Yahweh Shai back in power. It's like in power, right? And to have a righteous rulership on planet Earth, plain and simple, right? And then to do that, what's going to have to happen? Hey, these people, they're going to have to know death by pain, man. And America, Babylon is going to have to fall. Let's get this. Isaiah 47 and verse 1. Come down, virgin daughter of Babylon, and sit in the dust. What is the dust? That's at the bottom, right? That's the ground. Because right now, where is America? In the heavens, right? Is above, right? Is meaning not in the heavens, like where the Heavenly Father dwells. Meaning talking about, this is talking about what? It is in power right now. But when you're in the dust, you're sitting at the bottom, right? Where so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans at right now. We at the bottom, right? It says, come down, virgin daughter of Babylon, and sit in the dust, for your days of sitting on the throne have ended. O daughter of Babylon, never again will you be the lovely princess, tender and delicate, right? It says, take heavy millstones and grind flour. Remove your veil. Salakia. It says, remove your veil and strip off your robe. Expose yourself to public view. What's happening now, right? America is being exposed for the demonic nation that it is, man. Right? It was once looked at and revered as what? The greatest nation on earth. Golden streets. What is it? America's a joke now, man. Right? When you honestly like have conversations with people from other countries, right? Or you honestly you look at like, just the videos from other countries and see what's going on in these different places. And you see the sentiment in these other countries, and you see that how they feel about America is just one big joke, man. Right? Like America's just one big reality TV show, right? And you see ultimately this is all the doing of the Heavenly Father to what? To bring America down, man. Right? So that once great reputation of being the premier nation, the top nation, right? The nation that everybody wants to come to, which it still somewhat has it to a certain extent right now. But you see how that's starting to dwindle, right? It's not being looked at as that once favorable nation anymore. And people that actually even do come over here, they get what? Tape and report back to their own country that what, man? Damn, the standard of living over here in America ain't really what it is. Ain't really too good. It's better back home, right? I literally hear this from people that's over here in America right now. You have to work 10 times harder over here in America, and you got even more money, even more bills over here, right? So reading on Isaiah 47 and verse 5, it says, "O beautiful Babylon, sit now in darkness and silence, and never again will you be known as the queen of kingdoms. For I was angry with my chosen people and punished them by letting them fall into your hands. But you, Babylon, showed them no mercy. You oppress even the elderly. You said, I will reign forever as a queen of the world. I will reign forever as a queen of the world. You did not reflect on your actions or think about their consequences." And see, that's the point. That's how you know when you prideful, right? You just do whatever floats your boat and you don't think about any of the consequences. So the Heavenly Father, he was angry at us, right? But they forwarded the affliction, right? They went crazy with it. They started chattel slavery. Christopher Columbus came over here to the Americas, said his hand couldn't go down because he just kept swinging his sword. Just slaughtering, just babies, women, children, like men, all types of abominations, man. So this is all the payback that America has stored up, that is about to receive. And there's no way at all that the Heavenly Father is going to let them run away from this, man. Plain and simple. You see what I'm saying? There's no way at all the Heavenly Father is about to let Esau run away from this. Right. So these things that we seeing right now in the news and the media, hey, be thankful for what we seeing, man. Be thankful for the things that are actually happening and taking place, because this is your redemption, man, as an Israelite. Right. These things have to happen. Don't get scared. Don't be terrified. Hey, say the Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai at the different things that you see happening, man. That's called it. That's having a different perspective, and a different outlook on things, man. An outlook and perspective of faith, man. And really that's showing the Heavenly Father that you thankful for him doing what he doing, right? Because you being mad at everything that's going on is really spitting at the Heavenly Father, man. Because he's doing this for our sakes, man. Right? So Babylon is coming down, man. Plain and simple. And this is all being looked at because, America's being really looked at as a joke. Nobody even regards America's government over here, for real. And that's biblical prophecy as well, right? America's own people, citizens, really don't even regard or have respect for what the kings here or the government officials. They don't even trust them, right? Even the once patriotic Edomites, some of them are what? Doomsday preppers now, or to the point where they talking about how much the government isn't to be trusted. So this is biblical prophecy. 2 Esdras 15 and verse 16, it says, "For this shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their action shall stand in their power, and a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Right? And that's the point, man. Right? So all of these different things are happening, right? People not regarding their kings, their princes, because that's how it's supposed to be. We regard Yahweh Shai. We regard the Heavenly Father. We respect them. We bow down to them. You feel what I'm saying? Right? But when it come to Trump or George Bush or Obama. Hey, but these people don't respect the president here, man. The president is a freaking joke. You see what I'm saying? The government here is a joke, right? How many times? How acceptable is it to say that? If you in a particular kingdom, and you start talking about the king, right? Like, hey, you get put to death, man. You see what I'm saying? You don't speak ill of the king, you get put to death. But here in America, you can say whatever you want about what Trump or Donald. People make videos of Donald of Joe Biden eating ice cream, falling down the steps or falling off bikes. Ain't no regard for the kings over here, man. They figureheads, they fools, they chumps, they busters, right? And that's the point, man. This is biblical prophecy, right? Reading on, it says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And men shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." That's what we see happening and about to happen as well, right? Hey, people don't got no pity on their neighbors, but it's only going to continue to wax worse. Pursuing the Matthew, the 24th chapter, because the iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall what? Wax cold, right? So that type of spirit is only going to continue to increase. The less and less we see what goods that people need for life, circulating. You see what I'm saying? So right now, people think themselves to be somewhat an okay, an okay state. But what's about to happen very, very soon? Let's read that. 2 Ezra 2 verse 16. It says, 2 Ezra 16 and verse 21. "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth." It says that they shall think themselves to be in good case. "Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." So what's happening? So victuals, or what? Goods, different products, and different things that you need. Food, water, shelter, clothing, all these particular things are somewhat still affordable and maintainable, right? Or obtainable, right? But what's going to happen, right? It says, "And even then shall these evils grow upon the earth." So what's going to happen? The iniquity of many people is going to continue to what? Continue to abound. And the love of many is going to continue to wax cold. And then what? It's going to be no pity upon your neighbor. And then what? What's going to happen? Evil shall continue to grow upon the earth. And then sword, famine, and great confusion. Why? Because it's going to be chaos. Verse 22, "For many of them that shall dwell upon the earth shall perish of what? Famine." And what's going to contribute to that famine? You best believe some of these tariffs is going to contribute to that, man. Reciprocal tariffs. You tariff us, we going to tariff you. Hey, well, where's it going to end? Whoever got the most power, whoever got the most cards, and everybody going to be pulling their cards. So when China actually, goes ahead and takes off majority of the stuff that they have over here in America that they selling to us, what happens, man? Hey, you diabetics, people that get their prescription meds, hey, you can count that shit gone, right? So the health of the people, and see, you think America gonna count that a loss? It says, "For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down." Right? And that's the point, man. Meaning that what, man? There's going to be a lot of dead bodies, man. Right? So this is what's coming to America, right? Hey, but those of us who serve the Heavenly Father in all truth and sincerity, hey, we ain't got to worry about such things, because why? 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 8. It says, verse 7, it says, "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, ye shall be preserved from the said perils." Perils meaning dangers. "And shall be see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them from me from the beginning. Then they shall be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments." Right? And that's the point, man. So those who didn't serve the Heavenly Father, they're going to be dwelling in torments. But those that did serve the Heavenly Father and that do serve the Heavenly Father now, hey, they're going to what? They're going to be saved and preserved from the said perils, man. And what are the said perils? The things that we was just talking about, right? So, hey, with that, I don't write this out. You sincere are the true believers were edified, exhorted, and comforted. I want to give all glory, honor, and praise unto my power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, Shalom.